All right, guys. Welcome from the Shrine in Maryland. Dan and myself, live here. We're trying a few new things out, so be patient with us, and we'll be monitoring the chat. So if we have, whoop,
You're good.
Oop, there we go, Dan. If we have glitches, there we go. That was just a test. We set that up that way. Be patient with us. I know you will be. We're just trying a few things. We got like a little multi-camera view, just to give you an idea. We've got like the board that we're going to be able to look at, and we've got Dan also performing the draw. While I'll be up there putting the names up as we do the draw. So. Holiday Silver 2025. This is our biggest tournament, I think, in maybe 2010, something like that. It's 15
That's
years.
a long time.
It's a long time.
That's
We
awesome.
had a Holiday Silver in 2008 with 67 players.
Yeah, that was
And
crazy
it
times.
was, and a lot of kids in there, which is
Yeah.
not saying it wasn't valid or that number, but and the kids all loved it, and some of them were kids and are playing in this event,
Yeah.
which was all worth it. And then we had a nationals 2009 with like 43.
Sounds right.
So yeah, we've had, and this is by memory. This is number three. This is number three. So it's awesome. 35 players, 34 in the open. We had one player from West Virginia drop out for a good reason, for a work reason. So yeah, we're kind of ready to go and to welcome everybody and have safe travels either tomorrow or the day after. It's going to be an absolute blast. We're very, very excited for this tournament. So yeah, I realize we're looking at the board there. So myself and Dan. So we have Friday night. We're going to be at my place. The travelers that are coming in from out of town. A couple of words about that. If you're running late, please let me know. Send a text either to myself, or if I'm not responding, let Dan know.
Yep.
Just so we know how to structure the tournament, because we are going to play the Travelers Cup. It's going to be pretty crazy, but because the number of people. But to be honest, that's kind of part of it. So embrace that.
It's a testament to how many people have
Exactly.
traveled to this event.
Exactly.
It's awesome.
And sometimes you just need to give up to the crazy. That it's just going to be crazy, and that's it. I experience that a lot with teaching, not to get into that, but it's just part of the way it is. But if you're running late, let us know. That's important. Expectations for Friday from yourself. Remember, we'll have almost all our tables at the venue, but we will have a couple of Extreme Works tables. At least one of those is brand new, and it's super fast.
It's fast.
So, and then we have a Prima pitch, which is, if you don't know what that is, it's an old wooden top pitch, which is from the UK in the early 2000s. It's actually a fantastic surface, by the way. And we have a couple of Astra pitches. So I guess what I'm saying, expectations, don't expect to get tuned into everything there. It's about getting some flicks in, saying hi to everybody, having some good eats, and making sure we're all set for the next day. And we just
Zunino Challenge Cup.
and the Zunino Challenge Trophy, we will have that. So Daniel, I know you're out there, the winner from last year. He's pointed that out a couple of times.
He has.
He does come up. So Daniel, you'll be defending that. We hope to finish that on the Friday. Again, the numbers, we're just going to look at that. Everything is very fluid right now, and Dan and I will be really getting in the nitty-gritty with the schedule in the next day or so as things come down to the wire here.
Do you
Okay.
want to comment on food on Friday?
Food, yeah, we have Mr. Donor, who's Colin Donor's father, who I actually just love this part of the event. Colin lost contact with him for about 15 years, and with his family, and just by happenstance bumped into his mum, and then within an hour I was back in contact with Colin, and we were talking table soccer. His dad, actually, the event for 67 players, he cooked a meal, and we had a sit down meal in the middle of the day, and he has done a lot of cooking, like barbecue cooking.
Competitions.
And competition,
Yeah.
and he's wonderful and a nice guy. And for me personally, for this to come full circle with Colin playing and his dad involved, it's just making it very special for me. So I'm enjoying that. So anyway, so Friday we have beer on site. If you wish to drink any beer, that's fine. We're going to try to start right at 7. Food will be buffet style. We will have 4 playing tables and maybe one that we will have extras like for Zenino Cup stuff. So we have 20 players right now who said they're interested in playing the Travelers Cup. So we can't do big groups. We're probably going to be looking at knockout games. And then as we progress through that, tables will come open more like 9 o'clock, and you'll be able to jump on there, and we'll go from there. But the main watchword is let's just have some fun with that. Don't have expectations you're going to get completely dialed in to the speed of the tables and competition and everything else. But that's all.
You enjoy the atmosphere in the shrine. Everyone's gonna
Exactly.
catch up. It'll be a good time. And yeah, like Paul said, we'll do the draw for that on the day of, once we have firm counts and make sure everyone's gotten here
Right.
as expected. Because obviously travel delays are still circulating a bit, and we'll be cognizant of all that.
Guys, let us know in the chat too. We'll be monitoring that if we get any reverb, echo, or anything like
I was
that.
told the audio was good.
Oh, good. Well, that's good. All right. Well, we're going to keep plowing on then. So let's move to Saturday and the draw on Saturday. And first of all, I'm going to try to toggle through here to an overlay of all the players that are in the event. And you can see the first 8 listed there are our seeds. But Jeremy had a great comment today. Does it matter to be a seed at this stage? When you look at the other players that are out there, there's a lot of national champions, open and veterans who are not seeded in this event. We actually anticipate some pretty amazing groups here and some great competition. Right now we have 34 players, and that does work out to 8 groups, and that would be 6 groups of 4 and 2 groups of 5. We're stating right from the beginning that the 2 groups of 5, Group 7, the 5th person in Group 7 from tonight's draw, would be the person to fill a space in another group if there is a dropout. So we're saying that right now up front. That's the first eligible person. And if you've ever run table soccer tournaments, these things do happen. But hopefully we'll be nice, clean draw and we'll be okay. If we then get another one, we would then move to the 5th person in the 8th group.
And similarly, if there's a conflict, like we'd be moving another Outer Banks player to an Outer Banks group, we would shuffle and use the other person. But
Right.
we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But yes, as Paul stated, the last person into Group 7 and 8 are going to be the flex ones if in the event of any late withdrawals, just to keep our groups nice and even and get everyone quality games that they came here for.
We'll also communicate to you, those people playing veterans, and also even if you're not playing veterans, you may be sharing a car with somebody who is, or a room or whatever. We will have a staggered beginning of the event, and we've done that the last few years with veterans. Yeah, I'll take a look at us over there. And actually, I need to take the overlay off. Let me do that. There we go. We'll have a staggered start. So the open, you would get a notification or word that you should be on site like 9:45 to 10 approximately, but that is flexible. We're going to look at the schedule in more detail. But veterans and U20, a lot of us are going to need to be there like 8:15 at the venue and ready to go to get through that. So there will be some flexibility there with the schedule and times of arrival. And it is important to be there early. It's just good to know that people are on site and everybody's there. So we
Accounted
don't,
for.
and present and accounted for. In the morning, we will have at the venue. We're going to have some. Don't usually have things in the morning, but this time I am. We're getting bagels, and Dan can vouch for this place. THB Bagels are very, very good.
Top
Yeah,
notch.
yes. I'm door dashing them to my place early in the morning. We've got that. I got some fruit, and we got cream cheese and everything for the bagels. So you'll get your carbs in to get started there. We'll also have snacks on site, and in the afternoon we will have sandwich wraps. And in the evening, when we're all done, we have reservations for the players of a meal at a Mexican restaurant, which you can walk to from the venue. And right now we have 7:30 reservations for that. So one reason I was excited about this venue was there are a number of restaurants or fast food places or places to go within walking distance, which is pretty cool, I think. So that's just some things for those first 2 days. So we're concentrating now onto Saturday. So let's take a look at our seatings that we have up, and we have our board up here. And actually, I'm just going to set one thing up, get myself and Dan in the corner. So are we there? Oh yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, we got it. We wanted you to see that there were no shenanigans. We're going to be pulling out of the Patapsco Cup, which is how I started back with the kids here in Maryland playing this event, and it was a huge part of the Holiday Silver, by the way. And just some great memories with that. Looking at the names on there, Sam Cohen is on there, and we've got Colin Donor is on there, and there's a Cranston, but not a Daniel Cranston. There's a David Cranston. Michael Tillman, Stuart Russell, and by the way, these were all people that played with us as adults, and now they're all over the country and they're playing the game. So I really feel it kind of worked out, and it's just wonderful to see. Okay, so we're going to be pulling the names out of there. Our seeds are up on the board ahead of us, and we've got Benji, who's already in the country. He's ranked 59 in the world, Australian national player, an open player, and I think he's gone pretty deep in the Asian Cup in the last couple of years, at least to the semis, and I think he won the Australian Open in the last 2 years, I believe. So he's the top-ranked FISTIF player. So that's another thing why things may look for US-based players, which is the majority, kind of like, wow, there's some crazy groups out there because we're using the FISTIF rankings. If you're not going to FISTIF events, then you're down the rankings. So Benji, I'm going to be picking him up on Friday morning from a local train station, and we'll be off and running. Looking forward to meeting him, and he's super excited to meet us. So that's great. Daniel, of course, is the second seed. Then we've got Benny. We've got Mikey as in the fourth group. Fifth is Michael Tillman. Sixth, Stuart Russell. Seven, Jeremy, and eight is Alex. Now, we want to give some props, and they may actually be listening because I know they were monitoring. I know Steve Detry, who's the president of FISTIF, wanted to know about the live stream. We had one little glitch or something we wanted to iron out with the event, and it was the fact that so many of us are now registered as Sporting Club America. Is that right?
Yep.
What am I part of?
TSC.
Okay, Sporting America. Yeah, what am I part of again? So that brought a bit of a complication, and we did go to FISTIF to ask about that because they do have, they have a whole binder on how the draw should be done and who can be with who, and we had we have 13 players who were in Sporting Club. So they very kindly made an accommodation for us where we can respect more our national club boundaries, and that was just super helpful. So thank you to FISTIF for that, and Steve, if you're listening at some point, and all of the FISTIF board, thanks for doing that because it helps us out. So on that note, did you want to talk a little bit, Dan, about who's going to avoid who in the open stage in terms of like Carolina, etc.?
We are getting reports that the audio is a bit choppy, but I think that means more connection rather than like from us. So we could probably try it with turning off some of the video feeds so it's using less internet.
choppy. So what can we do here? Should we?
We could get on with the draw, but
Let's do that.
but yeah, just in case everyone can hear me, I'll real quickly just highlight that. Yeah, so we are going to be avoiding anybody that's traveled basically from the same region. So in effect, that's going to be the two Canadians. We're not going to be allowing them to be drawn into the same group. And also from Outer Banks, we've got how many? 4, 5, 3?
5.
5 from Outer Banks that we're going to be separating into different groups. And that's going to be the main restrictions. I don't think there's too many other conflicts. We'll have to be a little careful.
Okay. Let's just start for a moment. I'm going to try this. Just try that now.
I think it's more connection, Paul,
More
than the mic quality.
No problem.
So
Okay.
it's probably more of a bandwidth thing than
Okay.
anything else.
Let's turn my phone up to that for a start.
Okay. So, but yeah, this is a festive tournament, so there's going to be referees for, I believe, every game is the plan. And I will be head referee, Daniel Cranston. So if you have a rules question during the tournament, you can bring it up with me. And I believe you even have a printout of the rules. So we're in good shape on that front.
Okay.
So looking forward to a good event with some great competition.
Okay. I'm going to turn so can you monitor what's being said over there? I'll turn this up also. Trying to get
All good.
Okay, so we're trying to work on the bandwidth here, guys. That could be our issue. Sorry if you can't hear us very well. We are going to start. Let's see. We're going to go up to the board. None of the seeds are in there, obviously. And we're going to start with group 1.
All right. I'll slide over so you can see me. I'll slide back. All right. So let's get this draw underway, shall we? So we've got the Patapsco Cup with all the names in it. The first name is going into Benji Patton's group. I have pulled Ryan Belcher of Maryland. Ryan Belcher. So Ryan is a high schooler from the Maryland club. He has been playing extremely actively with us. He is now kind of de facto in charge of the local high school after-school club as well. Kind of carrying on in big footsteps of Sam Cohen, who will also be at this event, and his older brother, Chris Belcher, who is a freshman in college. That will be also pulled out in short order. All right, so group 2, heading to my group. I get to pull for myself. Ooh, controversy. I have pulled Colin Donor of Delaware Subudio Club. I don't know if he'll be happy or angry at that one. But looking forward to playing Colin. He's always a fun opponent. All right. Heading into group 3 with Benny Nuger. I have pulled Claudio Santos of Maryland Subudio Club. Claudio getting dangerous, more and more dangerous by the day, I feel like, when we play him. Definitely no slouch. Alright, heading to group 4 with Mikey Keemack. I have pulled Sam Cohen. That is a good one. I think they are going to very much enjoy their match another doozy. There's a lot of those. Yeah. Veron. Veron. Precarian. Welcome to the party. Some of these groups are going to be wowzers. All right. And that is obviously group 7 and group 8 are the group of 5s at the moment. So, and it should be stated that we are doing top 2 from the group of 5s. So we're not going to be doing top 3 into the barrage, which was at around. We're going to be doing these 8 groups. The top 2 will advance to the round of 16. Alright, heading back up to group 1 with Benji and Ryan Belcher. I've pulled Curtis Hyde, the lone traveler from Colorado. Went over to Mallorca, Spain with him in the spring. Should be a great addition. Alright. Sound has gotten worse. That's not what I like here. I can hear it. Oh, no, I mean, I can see it. Yeah, we'll just plow on. Sorry that I can't understand. Alright. Group 2, Daniel Cranston. Alive. Yeah, I have to find a way to like show the well, I'm not sure what causes it like that. But it's definitely it's not stable. The audio is not stable. We could try it. Yeah, just really cool.
We should be
Okay. We are on iPad volume. I don't know if it's let me know if you can at least hear us. Hopefully that smooths it out. I'm not sure.
okay.
But we'll keep going and see if we get more feedback. Hopefully it doesn't echo too bad.
Okay.
All right, so group 3 with Benny Nuger and Claudio. I have pulled Brian Arnold. Man,
Okay.
these groups are getting
Whoa.
very dense.
Okay.
All right, they're saying the audio is much better now.
All right. Well,
So
there we
I
go.
guess it was an issue with the microphone.
Was the microphone.
And they can probably hear you well because it's an iPad too, so it's probably
Right,
picking up
okay.
the volume well.
All right. Hey, guys.
Okay, group 4 with Mikey and Sam Cohen. Joey Scott of the OBX.
Okay. Susio.
Susio.
Oh, yeah. We're getting into an issue. Oh, they've still got 3 spots available.
We're gonna have to
them.
be very careful with
Yeah,
this.
that's
now.
yeah. So we are monitoring Carolina because you guys cannot be in the same group.
Yeah,
Um,
it's getting a little dicey. So
yeah,
we're gonna need some more OBX people to come out quickly,
yeah.
or else this could get messy.
Okay. Group 5.
Group 5 with Michael Tillman and Howard Christie. I've pulled Zach Swope
Okay.
from Maryland Subudio Club.
Okay, with Michael Tillman, my son-in-law. Okay.
All right, head into Group 6. I've pulled Liam O'Neill from Canada.
Liam has been to visit us a couple of times and has played in the shrine at least once. But every year he's talked about coming to this event, so it's wonderful. We've got 2 Canadians coming down. They're driving from Toronto.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah.
Group 7. Joining Jeremy and Andrew, Mason Lilly of Maryland Sabudio Club.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the Outer Banks guys are being a little stubborn here.
They are, so
We're okay
if
for
we get
now, but
we have room for 3. We still got there are 3 out there, so
yeah,
they just can't be any. I think we're still okay.
it's getting close. All right, Group 8. Joining Alex and Veront, we have Jonathan Gonanen.
There we go. There's one that helps us out. John. Got it.
Yep.
Okay.
And just in case the audio was messed up earlier, we did mention that Group 7 and 8 are going to have 5 players, and it's going to be the top 2 advance, just to make it a very clean into a round of 16 with no barrage. That is the current format. All right, heading back up to Group 1 with Benji, Ryan Belcher, and Curtis Heithoff. I've pulled Daniel Lewis of Florida.
That's in Group
1.
Okay, so that group is now complete.
Yep, that group is sealed.
We've got Florida, Maryland, Australia, and Colorado represented. Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
That's a great group.
It is cool. That's cool.
All right, Group 2, joining Paul, Dandocris, and Colin Donor. We have pulled Brian Mengley. Are we going to be able to do that one?
That's 3 Marylands.
We've got John.
So we've got and this is also 2. We've got 2 more. So
I think it's okay. I think you go with.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So a very heavy MSC group here in Group 2.
Okay. Okay.
And Group 3, joining Benny, Claudio, and Brian Arnold, is Christian Benedy.
The Machine Lord.
The Machine Lord has arrived.
Sorry if I'm outing you there, Christian.
Okay.
If you know, you know. Okay, so we've only got 1.
Yep, we're all good.
We're looking good now.
Yeah. All right, heading to Group 4, joining Mikey, Sam, and Joey Scott. We've got David Regis of Maryland Sabudio Club.
Right. So another heavy Maryland group.
Yep. But I don't think you can avoid that per se,
No.
it's okay.
Okay.
And how many names we got left? We got
6 more.
Yep.
That makes sense.
It's getting harder to reach.
Mm.
I've been stirring them up every time I reach, though. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Joining Group 5, Michael Tillman, Howard Christie, Zach Swope, Ethan Kemak is going to round out
Group
5.
Okay.
Mikey's younger brother.
Yep. Okay, so that completes that group.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And now, so I don't, this is a bit awkward. This needs to be
This
Nick
has
Rouse.
to be, there is no...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We're going to skip it and we're going...
we'll draw it, but it'll be for Group 7 if it's anybody but Nick Grouse, right?
We know that needs
Yeah,
to go
you can
there.
put that
I
in.
can put him... Nick Twister
I
Rouse.
will verify it when we pull the name, but that does need to be there.
Yes, there's no other place it can go.
Yep, for our
correct.
travelers to stay
Yes.
diverse.
Okay.
All right. So I have pulled John Dent,
John Dent.
Williamsburg.
Yes, so these 2 remaining groups are groups of 5. We cannot have Jose with Alex. That's coming up.
Oh, no, that's an issue.
But no, he can
Okay.
go there. He has to go there.
Yeah, he has to.
So
But,
if he comes to try to do it
that's
now,
fine. I mean, you can, yeah. But,
he has to go here, guys, because
Yep.
he can't be with his teammate. We're separating that.
Yep.
So that actually means the draw is complete because the
Pretty
last
much,
names.
yeah.
We'll do it. Make sure we've got the names.
I've
out
got
there.
Chris Belcher.
That's correct. Oh, this is a good group. Good lord. And Michael Bucheri. Should be in
Michael
that.
Bucheri
Right,
is who
Michael
I
Bucheri.
just pulled. Yep.
All right.
And the last 2 names to make sure everyone is counted for here. I've pulled Jose Lopez Jr.
Yes, which I had to put there.
And the last one that I couldn't reach is here,
Right.
which should be Nick Rouse. And it is Nick Rouse.
Okay. Nick
there we
Twister
go.
Rouse.
Sorry.
Twister
Yeah.
Rouse, if you don't mind. I'm just going to take a picture. I know we can do screenshot on here, but
Yep.
I'm just going to do a picture. Anyway. Old habits die hard there. Okay. So that is our open draw. We're going to pause for a moment. We monitor the chat. Is there anybody, and I'll come back over. As we're looking through those groups, are there any questions, guys, in the chat at all about what we did there? Hopefully it made sense. Again, it's going to be 2 progressing from each group, regardless of the size of the group. Okay. All right.
Yeah, there's
I
some doozies.
think looking at the groups,
There's
I don't
some
know.
really
It's
even-
actually fairly evenly distributed, I think, in some ways. But
Group 7 should be
group,
a fun battle.
Group 7 is, I don't know what's going to happen
Yeah, I think it'll be a good one.
there. And Group 8 has some very interesting matchups, I would say. Also, it's just a great dispersal of names and places. It's wonderful. Okay.
Yeah, Group
So it's gonna
3
be
is going to be a tight battle too.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, Group 3 could go anywhere.
Okay, absolutely, absolutely. Okay,
Josh, some fun looking
yeah,
nerds.
yes. Okay, so no other concerns, nothing else in the comments there, because we're going to move on next to the veterans, and I've switched the screen while Dan gets ready for that and puts them in the Patapsco Cup. I'm going to clear the board. I don't know how well you can hear me, guys, but the veterans, if you can hear me, is 10 players. We have 2 playing games to get to a round of 8. And is the audio showing?
I don't know. I mean, it's showing up, but I can always
Right,
talk if you want me
yeah.
to.
Go ahead.
So yeah,
go ahead. You go.
The veterans, yeah. So like as Paul said, we've got 10 players in the vets this year. We're going to be doing a direct into knockout stage where we're seeding each side of the bracket with 2 play-in games. Are the play-in games going to be playing the seeded player, or are they going
Yes,
to be?
they're going to be playing the.
Or are they going to be playing another random person drawn in?
I have them at. I was going to do it at the top and bottom of the draw with the seeds, so they are going to match up with the seed.
Okay, so the seed plays the winner of the play-in match.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. At the bottom and the top of the draw. Yes.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, and the middle of the draw is going to be filled by the other people, but that's important to know from the beginning. Yes, I got you. Just clearing the board, guys.
You clear
Fair
enough.
Yeah.
You just need to make sure you have the names out there that you need.
Yeah, I know. I need to go back and do that. Okay, I got some here.
Whoa. Top's gonna cover. Looking a little. Crazy.
Yeah, it's
Give it a stir. Shake it up the names
It's all
a
the
little bit.
celebrating with
That's
winning.
All right.
All right, so
I'm gonna fire out. Wait. So my draw. Well, the first seed is going to be.
is myself, because we're using. We said
We're using the ASA ranking points.
We
Yeah.
are. We're doing that. Yeah, we
So
decided.
you have the top
So,
ASA ranking points.
yes,
And
number one,
then-
because I played more tournaments than Brian, even though he beat me in the nationals. So these 2 players are going to be playing to play me right here.
That's the first 2 names
That's
out.
the first 2
and
names
is your name in
coming out.
here or no?
It is not, and
Okay.
neither is Brian's.
Okay.
So I already fixed that. So we're going to do 2 players the right to play me in the quarterfinal.
Yep. All right. First name. Big finger. Liam O'Neill has been pulled.
Okay,
So Liam is participating in the play-in match.
He is. So that means,
Canadian.
Liam, if you're listening, you're getting up early. See you at 8:15. I'll be there anyway. But you will be an early report to be ready for that.
So playing Liam So this is right playing Liam.
Yes,
into
to
the-
right to play me. Yes.
I have Alex Batachi.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So Alex plays Liam, and then the winner of that will play Paul Eyes in the quarterfinals.
Yes. Okay, and then the next we're going to go down. Hold on a second. I'm going to find Brian Arnold's name because we're going to. That's the way we said we would do it. So Brian is here. We're going to
Bottom of the
draw
bracket.
the bottom of the bracket. He is going to be.
You want it over?
Yes, thank you. He is going to be there, and we're going to do 2 names to play him in the quarterfinal.
I pulled Michael Bucheri
Michael Bucheri for the right
of
to play.
Maryland.
Yeah, Michael Bucheri. So an early morning for Michael, and he's going to play for the right to play Brian Arnold.
And I have pulled, let's see, David Regis.
That is a Maryland matchup.
Maryland Derby.
A Maryland Derby.
David Regis
So-
of MSC.
Okay, David Regis. Where are you, David? Okay.
And so now we have 4 names left. That will be
They are going
our
to fill out the middle
quarterfinal.
part of the bracket. Yes.
These players will have a bye to the
So
quarterfinals.
they're going to go
and
here and
these-
here. Yes.
So we're going straight down, right?
They're going straight into the
Okay.
quarters. Yes.
All right. So the first one on Paul's side of the bracket, I have Andrew Zanino.
Okay.
Show it off to the camera.
And I'll find you. Here he is. Okay. So
And
he is.
playing
Yeah. He's,
Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
Playing Andrew in the quarterfinals,
Yep.
we have Howard Christie
Okay. And that
of
is
Canada.
okay. Canadian.
Oh, I love seeing a Batabamba in the chat. I'm sure we'll
Okay.
have plenty of those.
Oh boy, Alex! It's going to be
Yeah.
fun, Alex.
All right, and so the last 2, which should already be in here.
Can I just point out this is also the brackets continue, so this is like one half of the bracket.
Yep.
So we should know this is the top half. Okay. Yeah.
I've got Varant, which should be the last 2.
Ooh, yeah. Right.
Varant Kirkarian has a bye to the quarters and is playing the last name out, which is Greg Deinhardt.
Whoa. Oh my God.
Greg
yes.
Deinhardt is the final name out.
Okay.
So congrats, Varant. You made it to the quarterfinals. Your reward is you play Greg Deinhardt.
right. Right.
And so that is the veterans draw with David Regis and Michael Bucheri playing Brian Arnold, and Liam O'Neill and Alex Batachi. Winner will play Paul Eyes.
Right. So, okay, I'm just going to see anything else. Any questions there in the chat, guys, at all? We good? Things better on the sound. I know it's probably not fantastic, but still you can hear it and understand. That's good. All right. So, the rest of the event, just to go over that, we have a U20 that is going to also start in the morning. There are 5 players registered for that, and they will they're going to play like a group stage to start with, and we have a very young player in there, by the way, an 11-year-old, along with some teenagers, and I think Mason might be 20 now. I don't know. He might be just 19, whatever. Right around there. So we're playing like a preliminary round of group games, but basically they don't need to have a draw, other than for order of play, which we're going to work on that. And there's one issue with a player arriving a little bit later. So I'll be working on that, but there's no draw for that because of that. They will then go to a semi and a final after their preliminary stage. But they'll be hand in hand with the veterans pretty much for the morning. The other event, of course, on the Sunday, just to talk about that a little bit, we have 6 teams, and right now we are going to plan to everybody play each other. So go through a round robin, and we're going to look at the schedule. I always like to do a final. Maybe we'll have lunch and then a final from there, if we can. We also have medals for 3rd position. So there can be a third, fourth position playoff also in the team event. So that's going to take, and it's going to be 3-on-3 in the team event, and yeah, we'll establish an order of finishing from a league standing, but then we will have probably a final and and a third and fourth playoff, because I do have some medals for third place in addition. We'll be having pizza for lunch on Sunday at the venue. Then Dan and I will be asking, we know people have travel obligations. We'll be asking who is wanting to stay around to play in an event. We call it the Knockout Cup, where you will be drawn randomly against anybody. There's no seedings. It's kind of what I call FA Cup style, which
Like the
is
Travelers Cup.
yeah, yeah, it is really like the Travelers Cup. And we will be asking you probably as we're having lunch. We'll be establishing who is staying for that, who's heading out, etc. And we anticipate that being around 1 to 2 o'clock, just so you have an idea. Things are a little flexible with table soccer scheduling, but that's what we're anticipating. And then once you're out of that, you're out. We're thinking it will be 20-minute games straight to shots. For elimination, but we will look at that also with the schedule and see what we can fit in, and that will kind of finish us up. Okay. On this Saturday, we're going to have 11 tables. They're all Extreme Works. We are trying to commit this time to make sure we have our refereeing assignments correct with that. So I will have posted. You see these the poster board we put the draw on. I actually have a whole bunch of those this time, because one of my goals is for everybody to kind of actively be able to know what's going on in the tournament. I feel that's an area I've needed to improve on, that you know where you are in the group and all the scores and where you're going through and the knockouts, who you're going to match up with. We'll have lots of displays on that, along with a master schedule that you'll know round by round, who you're refereeing, what table you're at, etc. So it'll all be plotted out that way. So I'm not sure I have too much else to say, Dan.
Yeah, I think we've said a bunch. So
We have.
We've been going.
We
for-
have an hour and 45
No,
minutes.
45 minutes, but that's still a lot for it.
That's pretty good. I didn't really get into my childhood or anything or any old stories.
Save that for later in the weekend.
Yeah. Thanks, guys, for your patience with the audio issues. We appreciate that. I know you probably just wanted to see the names come out of the hat anyway and go up on the board. So we do understand that. We wish everybody safe travels.
For sure.
Guys, maybe low rain in the forecast for Friday, I saw, but we're 2 days away. That could change. But yeah, safe travels, everybody. Keep us posted if you have delays, just so we can be aware of that. But our main thing is we just want you to get here safely. Yeah, we'll have a good time on Friday night. We're looking forward to it tremendously, okay? So with that,
Yeah.
I don't think I have anything else to add, Dan. Thank you, guys. And
Huge
any
thank you.
final comments? Not really. Everybody's done. Some people are crying, picking up bags of tissues. I'm going to do that.
Jose was very interested in your childhood story, but
Was
we can
he?
save it. We can save that.
Jose, you're staying at my I'm going to do. Jose, you're staying at my house for a couple of nights, so I'm gonna go through my childhood stories. Yeah. You can look forward to that. Alex has heard them all, but it's your turn. All right, so guys, with that, I'm going to bid you adieu, and just looking forward to it. Okay, take care, guys.
See ya, everybody.
See you. Bye. Okay.
Does he know how to end it, though, guys?
Oh,
Does he know how to end it?
Do I know how to end it? Who
Oh,
makes
you gonna
those?
hit the exit?
Who makes those bases?
Nice. How many times are we gonna hear that today?
All right,
Cool.
it's a wrap. Okay, shame about the audio, but there we go.
Yeah,
It's just one of those things.
Yeah, we just live and learn, I guess. I don't know what happened.
Try your
with the
mic next time. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
okay.
they said it was perfectly fine once we unplugged it. So
I know, that's why,
Some
that's
sort of,
weird. Yeah, connection thing. All right, maybe try yours next time. I have also a Rode mic, a small one, but maybe try that another time.
Yeah.
But well, other than that, the switch transitions were good. I thought we did pretty good, pretty efficient.
I mean, it looks nice.
It looks good.
Visually, it looks great. So.
I think so.
You did a
I
good
think it's
job with
pretty
that.
clear in that way. Yeah, yeah.
Definitely
And I've got a whole bunch of these down. I've got whole sheets to put out on the schedule and everything. So all right, it's done. Oh, we need to take a picture of the. I need to take a picture of this. Any other comments?
Did you end the live stream?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Oh, maybe it's not. Maybe it's still
Are
on
you
YouTube. Oh, it says not live. Yeah, I'll make sure I end it. All right, I can do that.
Staying to hear the gossip. I love it.
Oh, and another
You
thing.
definitely